And Lights Out, the Black Forest home map, and Meh has the home map of Fortress. So I think this could be long games. Bans are on Black Forest, Lights Out banned Poles, and Meh banned Mongols. And then on Fortress, Turks and Spanish were banned. As we see the... good luck, have fun, which is nice. Now, we saw Lights Out die to an early Sneakville from Plotterghost in the first game. And has sent a unloomed Ville early. And this is actually a really good position for Meh to be in. There's no loom, and there's more Villes. So Lights Out's going to have to fall back. We look at this Lights Out base. So there's 2 ponds. There's 1 pond for Meh. There's only 3 golds for Lights Out. There is a 4th and 5th gold, man. And Meh has got some very aggressive walls. I really like this position for Meh. They've got boars. They've got a pond. They've got extra gold in their base. This is fantastic. They've got 3 relics to 2. It's kind of like Lights Out's just been screwed over by the Black Forest gods. There is 2 ponds though, so we'll see if they are utilized. They were in the last game, the last set, and no extra boars, which is a bit of a shame. I hope we see the extra boars brought in. 2 ponds should be massive. Yeah, I think, look, I haven't even looked at it properly. It's Spanish into Persian. So Lights Out kind of wants to go castle age pressure anyway and just get a ball of conks through. But Meh's just got such a good defensive position against the Spanish player that a castle drop, I think we need to see towers and men-at-arms from Lights Out into a forward castle drop. They really need the castle up here. Meh has really forced this game into their ballpark so soon. I really like it. 1 pond versus 2 ponds. 2 ponds is massive, but not as big as... It's not as big as I think getting the extra 6 tiles of gold and the extra relics is. I think I'd rather extra relics and gold. Particularly as Persians, where you can land boom pretty easily. But for the Spanish, this should mean that they get some pretty sick timings. So let's see what Lights Out is all about. We are just going to see things go pretty casual through Dark Age now, though, because there will be no Ville fighting to be had, which is a shame. Persian full boom could be scary, and that's, yeah, and I think Meh's done everything to get boom into the right position. So, like, they should be able to get, like, a ball of boom off. Spanish, it's going to be interesting how they play it. As we see the dock. And I think Meh is going to Fishboom as well, because the 5 on wood does tell me that they're looking to spend wood. That's a TDI ball lure if I've ever seen one. Oh, that villager would have got garrisoned if it was TDI, FYI. So not quite. Not quite. Okay, so TDI is everywhere indeed. Well, that house could actually go down to the scout eventually. It'll take a while. Okay, so no sign of a Fishboom or a ball lure for Meh, so they're losing style points. Because that's what I want to see. And double dock Fishboom here for Lights Out. I don't mind that, because there's only 3 shorefish. The shorefish distribution on these ponds has been pretty average. 2 on that one and 1 on that one, so not a lot. That's a lot of walls. Meh heavy on wood here. Loom. There's going to be looming up. Are we going to... Yeah, we're going to plan a bit of shenanigans. Maybe delete the walls and punch our way through. See what happens. Just with walls of this, like, and against the Spanish, this is so smart. Because you got walls so deep. You've got so much time to just stonewall and get to feudal age. And just slow them again. And fish boom coming in for Meh as well. So delaying the fish boom maybe not a bad idea because there's only one short fish. You do want to be able to get enough wood to get the fish traps going. And feudal age in for both players. And both players loomed. It is 24 eco to 29 with the fish working quite nicely for lights out. But we've made 4 fish on a single shore fish, which is a bit annoying. I would like to have seen more fish into this pond. But that's alright. That's just the map being a bad map, almost. I would have asked for a re. Okay, so we're not going to get housed by this. That's fine. Did you delete and just get a bit of scatty scout? Gotta get the paws, surely. I think as the Persian player, you can kind of just come in, drop a couple of stone walls, and just go for an Omega boom. You'll be back. No worries, TR. And we're maybe going to spend a little bit of time in feudal age. We're not quite going to have the rares. And what are we cooking here? Bit axes in. Dropping a market. I think this is going to be a slow transition to castle age. Maybe focus on the fish boom. Yeah, I think this is let's get the fish boom rolling. And this will be maybe the same. No, Meh's going to get their way up pretty comfortably. They're idling TC actually. Okay. So I think it's going to be fish boom versus heavy land boom. And are we going to see like 5 vills go to stone soon? And we're going to mill the boars. Very good. Let's get that free meat. It's 1,000 food in the bank. That's 20 villages. Good to get those TCs pumping with so you can get your farm or fish transition. And lights out. It's fish getting on the traps. And we'll be clicking up shortly. And castle age in for lights out, but Meh a good 2 minutes ahead of time. So it will be interesting to see how this goes. Adding the fishing traps. As Persians, you can kind of go hard on your fish if you need to. Docks produce pretty quickly. Both players with eco upgrades. So what do we see? Nothing really, because we don't have wood for a TC or anything else. And lights out. Walling and getting a outpost. And Matt just checking what's going on. And stone mining is in. Okay, so it is going to be a castle. And we're going to see TCs, yep. So I wonder if this is going to be castle at home and heavy conks. But there's definitely going to be stone walls. So we're going to need maybe siege. We could probably potato our way through. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. The Persian player only been on 1 TC. Well, shortly 2 TCs. but should be able to keep them pumping. We're just short of... We're going to buy the castle. I don't know if it's the right move. I think we just naturally get there. No, we're dropping a TC. I take it all back. It's going to be boom versus boom. I think we strap ourselves in for a long set here, folks. Town watch. Let's watch this vision increase. Boom. I wonder if we do something sneaky where we try and like... I don't know. I mean, we're definitely going for a castle at some point, right? We've got a nice little fishbone going. Eco's starting to kick off for the Persian player. And did we just lose a Ville? We did. Oh, the disaster. We've lost one Ville. That's fine. We are... In terms of villages, we're slightly ahead, but in terms of fishing ship, we're slightly behind. We are housed. And we're dropping houses down here, so... The castle will be the most interesting part of the game so far. Whenever it comes. And third TC for our Persian player. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that. The fish have to be sitting on top of the trap. This is how you fish bait. Third TC, and here comes the castle. And this is just gonna house wall up pretty hard. Ban red from all events. I reckon, right? If that's how you want to fish boom, and you don't even do a ball lure, I don't know. I'm beginning to just be team Lightsout for this game. But Lightsout's also decided, oh, is it going to be a donk play? Oh. Okay, if this is a donk rush, Lightsout gets all my respect. Alright, we definitely know there's a castle now. We're going to stonewall. We're house walling. Stonewall here. Okay, I don't mind it. It's got to be 2 or 3 layers though. Yeah, this one's getting better. There's more and more coming through. I think it was hard to commit early with there only being 3 shore fish across 2 ponds, but Lightsout's transitioned into it. And this was just a bit of a, I'm fish booming because people do it, but I don't really want to. And gill nets. So you can tell someone's serious when they get gill nets. Now this is just a relic play. And we'll see the relics for our Persian player too. And Conk's on the way. So Stonewall's going to be up, right? Now, if you've come up against Spanish often enough, you know 1 layer is not enough. DQ. Yeah, nah, farming on BF is a DQ. I agree. We'll make a tournament with that. If you get the pondless gen, well, be better. Fight for your opponent's pond. Okay, double layer. Good. Bonk, it just takes a couple of easy petards. So double layer, I would even like triple layer, quadruple layer. Like, just keep stonewalling the shit out of this. Now you need to task the castle onto palisades. And you could possibly drop a castle on this hill. And with this kind of house wall city, that does secure your base quite nicely. But Lightsout's eco, I mean, look at that food running in. Okay, we've got vision. So we know we need petards. We know we actually need 4 petards now. And we're dropping the extra TC down the back. Oh, this is sneaky. Chop, chop, chop. Chop your way through. Come on. And yeah, castle, right. Bit too far forward. Do you want to actually be on the hill? Why'd we put it there? Just get the advantage and Trev's you take less damage and you do more damage. Good combo. Yeah, here we go. In like 10 minutes time, we'll check back here. And Imp is on the way though. This is a really good Imp timing from Lightsout. So Mesh should be able to click up shortly. Lightsout with the better eco actually. The 30 fishing ships are going to do work. So Lightsout has added farms, so Salmon's just disqualified them. But they have added less farms. So I imagine this does get them some points. And this fish boom has just been like growing. Do we give them a pass, Salmon, or is it still a straight DQ for both these players? They have to redo the set. They get admin win. Okay, fair enough. Oh, no. We're a Waller outposter. But are we paying attention to what we're walling and outposting, or is this like trying to be forward thinking? I mean, they're not cutting through here, so I don't think you really need to outpost that. Secondary castle, protecting the fish boom. Smart. Four patatis. But we don't know about the castle. And now we do. And Imp will be in at similar times. Oh no, the wolf's got the hill advantage. This feels dead. Go Gaia. Oh no, have I got it wrong? Oh, shame. And just dropping a castle here. This poor two vills. Okay, so I'm sure we'll see Trebs. And this castle, look, it's still got, I think, the hill advantage, so it should be fine. But it should get pushed back. And stables for days. So it's going to be Savar versus Conks. But we're adding pikes, yeah. Lightsout's thinking this through. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh no, we're trapped in here. Rip. Oh, it was such a good plan. I liked it. But it's going to be siege, and we're walling up and then dropping the Trevier. I think it's going to be siege hell versus camel. Oh, this is a bit of a five-head play from Lightsout, predicting the camels and making Helvedia rather than going on conks. But the presence of these conks here, as this Vil, is going to finish the job. But like, what we don't know is that there is a castle here. But this castle, now you can just see these players getting their castle upgrades. So the HP is a little bit higher, but this castle's still going down so quickly. That castle will be gone. And the camel play, oh, it's going to feel a little bit average. We've invested so much into these camels. Conk snubbed the monk. And we're in. We're in. Let's see what happens. Now, behind the camels, we're getting armor. So it's going to be stable. So it's going to be paladin. And just look at the res bank for Lightsout. Just res for days. The fish eco is just phenomenal. And the monk is going to go down. And, alright, we need to now reclaim this position. This needs to be a forward castle. And we need to push the trebs in. And we've run in. And 2. Oh, man. All the wood. Oh, no. Disaster. We lost 2 conks to the castle, but this is actually going to be really big. We're going to have to go deal with this. And at the same time, the Trebs are pushing in, and I really want to see Lightsout claim this position as their own. There. Oh, but on the flip side, we've hauled it up. Lightsout. 9 head place. Knows what's going on. Wall in here. Wall in here. Oh, we're trying to sneak fill. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's walled off anyway. And here we go. Forward castle. Conks. Help. We know it's camel place, so we're sticking to help. And Lightsout's going to push this way. And Lightsout's going trash bow as well. Interesting. They really need their wood eco. Their wood eco is all over here. They need to get wood eco out here. Have we got commander in? We do have commander in. It's going to be trash bow. And bombard cannons on their way. And I think Lightsout's just going to... Like, Lightsout, look at that res bank. You can click paladin at any time. Hand cannon. Okay. Interesting. It's going to be hand cannon, not trash bow. Are we just going to lose this castle before the Trebs can even push? And the camels are just going to kind of melt to the help. And Meh, not in a good position here. Lightsout. #1 seed in this group, I think. Believe so. Playing Black Forest. Just knew what to do the whole way through. And we're looking, is this what's true? Light cav, I do like that. But what are we going to do? Skirm transition as well. Camels go down. I mean, the number of halberdiers is so high that they're probably going to counter the hand cannons anyway. As the Trebs did deal with the Spanish Trebs before the castle went down. And castle going on out the back. So Meh can hold on. I mean, look at Meh. 5k gold. And this is what I was talking about. Is they had this gold pile and this gold pile extra. Salmon. I'm not casting Division B. It's okay. Salmon's also a first seed, guys. The Salmon's a first seed with the goal of having fun, not winning. I just don't know how you defend against this. Help Skirm with 5k gold. I mean, that's what you do. Right? Both players with 5k gold. There's no trade, so you kind of need to win. It's Help Skirm light cap as well. And the Trebs are going to go down. And we just hold this position, right? But I mean, there's a lot of Persian economy to get through. There's still conks out the back. Getting the raids in, pushing on the front. The hand cannon number's pretty good now, actually. So the Persian player getting in a pretty good position. They're on hand cannon camel. And this Treb's going to go down. But we're on Skirm bombard cannon behind. And we are repairing. So getting a couple of nice hits from the bombard cannons. Now the camels dive, and there's not that many Hellborn. So this could be actually... This could be close to a cleanup for Meh. This would be pretty big. This will hold that position. But we're going to lose all the camels to get the 2... Oh, we're even going to get them? Yep. We'll get them both. Hand cannons under the castle, and the Skirm numbers are there now, though. Skirm should deal with that. No ballistics is hurting on this push. At the same time, camels pushing in. We've got monks. We've got help here. Trebs are going to go down, but the castle does go down too. And Meh is holding barely. And we see light cav raids coming in. And the camels. Camel's going to go down. Same time. The hand cannons have gone down to the skirmishers. But we've got Hussarians now. So I think fish is going to be the defining factor on this game. That versus this. As we see Lightsout just flooding forward. Supremacy coming in. Oh, we can just Vil rush everything now. Needs to get their army on the front though, Lightsout. They do have 54 army, but it's not in the right positions. But we do have Conk raids, we've got Helb raids, we've got Light Cannon for all over the place. It's now Trash Bow. But again, both players still so much gold in the bank. And how much gold is on the map? Still 5k gold on the map, but it is all in Meh's base. Most of it is here, and it's been untouched. Got a little bit to go here, and a little bit to go here. Lightsout just finishing a little bit of gold out the back of their base. But they've been playing mostly trash. We've got Hussar. And like, look at this. We got Supremacy and now we're Vil rushing Trebs. And the pop, I mean, I think Lightsout has been killing off their Vils. But the pop is starting to drop for Meh, where we've still got Lightsout at pop cap. One fishing ship has gone down, two fishing ships have gone down. Just one. But it's a bit of chaos in here. It's a bit of chaos in here. It's a bit of chaos in here. But Lightsout's just got safe eco. But I guess Meh's still got 4k gold in the bank. Meh can go for days. We are starting to run out of our trash writs. We're kind of on full trash at the moment. "45-minute heavy plow." What do you want to see? I think the raids are taking the toll and Meh calls the GG. Well played, Lightsout. Well played, Meh. Like, I think Meh saw their window to get that early wall, put that pressure on, and just fell to somebody who just had a really good plan. This is the Lightsout home map, and I think they want to boom and play late game. We've seen them be very strong at late game so far across their games. Both work getting the relics. And low APM players, always winning. That's what I've learned. I'm trying to lower my APM as a result. Okay, so game 2 now. You will have to bear with me because there is 2 different files. Okay, part 1, part 2, cool. So there is a drop, so we are going to have to go back to this game, which doesn't bode well for us wanting a quick set. Black Forest and Fortress. Whoa! Was never going to do that, but hang on. This is a very, very close Fortress generation here, as we see Poles into the Burgundians. And oh, that's cute. Just hitting the ball. Poles into the Burgundians, and we're going to Fortress here, which is the Meh home map. Now, it's not Regicide Fortress. It is just standard Fortress. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. 4 under there, 4 under there. So Fortress, you start with more Vils, you start with farms pre-planted. There's no deer, there's still 2 boar, you still got berries, you got to go lumber. I believe resources are the same in this one, but if you play on Regicide Road, the resources are slightly different. You start with a castle and a barracks and towers around your base. So, going to be an interesting one to start, I think. Let's see how we go. Both players have opted to make houses. I don't think you start with all these houses. I can't quite remember. Oh no, that's a 4-walk house. No, neither player made a house. That's just the 4-walk box space. And I look at this and I go forward castle, which makes it easier to defend pushes, but does mean the castle can be less effective, and a defensive castle. Obuch, they can be quite nice, but I think if we're playing poles, it's about cav spam. Custier can be one of the best unique units in the game, and Lightsout's missing this ball. They haven't seen it. They're going to farms. They've missed their board. That's actually pretty big. But they're Burgundians, so they can get horse collar. They've got double bit axe. They're just going to boom. So I think we might see a little bit more aggression from Meh on this one. But much like the last map, we're just going to have to take our time to get there. Just making sure I haven't missed anything important. So, Meh scouting their base quite nicely, finding out what's going on, and Lightsout doing the same thing. Now, it's going to be interesting when they stop scouting the base. Who's going to find who first? Because they are quite unusually close to each other. Which I think favours the Burgundian player. So we see the pole player clicking up to feudal. The Burgundian player won't be too far behind. And we're going to stone. Now, poles mine stone as they mine gold. So you can see the gold is slowly ticking up as stone has been mined. So I think this is an intentional play. Is this maybe a forward castle fast imp type situation? I'm not too sure. But we can just see farming eco for days. The boar's still happily alive. And we're scouting around, and neither player points to whoever finds the other one first. Damn, there is second ball. He's just found it.
Yes.
Oh dear. So many fun. At least like the one civ to do this play with is Burgundians, right? Like at least you got eco upgrades and like you've got like full food farms, so it doesn't really matter. And just passing. And it's going to be Lightsout that finds the base first. Ooh, there we go. And gets hit. And gets hit twice. And gets hit 3 times. So loses 9 HP there. And actually having this food income coming in now is really good. But Castle Age is in for the Poles player. Now there's a little bit of stone selling. And Market Blacksmith. And we should be up on 27 pop versus 25. Tiny little bit of idle eco for Meh. Not the whole heap. Resources collected. It's that Burgundian ecotech coming in earlier and cheaper is quite nice. No ecotechs for our pole player. And we are farming around our 4-walk. We're also farming around the TC, but they are the starting farms that you're given. And Meh has found the Lightsout base. And Meh's taken further damage to the towers. So, I'm really curious on this stone mining. To see Ecotech's coming in for our pole player. Because we're not like aggressively mining stone for a castle drop. So why didn't we just go to gold? Was it a TC play? Ah, okay. So it's an extra stone so we can drop multiple TCs, I think. So we'll see a TC here. We're getting loom. Good. We'll see probably a TC here. And maybe another TC out here. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm for it. It's going to be a 4 TC Omega Boom. And what's the Burgundian player going to do? In theory, they could buy 100 stone and go for something pretty similar. They're going to be able to go bang. Probably bang. And I really like this outer TC approach. And Meh knows that. Yep, and here we go. Outer TC. TC here. I think we could buy it. Oh, we don't have quite enough wood. And we are going to stone, so probably not going to need to buy it. And turning auto farm off so that we can go here. Can you delete this farm? Oh, delete the house. Very good. Lights out with the it depends. It always depends. And lights out with the spears on the relics. And actually going to scout the relics. Has found 3 of them. Doesn't see the one in the middle and doesn't see the one just off to the edge. And 3 relics seen for Meh. And funnily enough, 2 of the relics that Meh see are the 2 that lights out don't see. So could be interesting. Meh is probably about to find the 4th one. Nope, just missing it by a little bit. As we see more full walks, that tree could be quite annoying. And handcut. Oh, so wheelbarrow coming in. Do have bow saw. Could get heavy plow shortly. Eco position for lights out. It's not too bad. And building the houses around the TC. Tell me your poles. Chop that tree to get rid of it. Look at that. This is a pro. This is a pro poles player. You need to eat your berries though. Otherwise, no dessert. And monks on their way for 2 monasteries. Wow. Okay. And a bit of moonwalking monk. So we're going to go pick up the 3 relics at least. And 4 relics have been seen by lights out. But I don't think we're worried about relics so much. I think we're more worried about getting this boom going as we're dropping more 4 walks. Getting the heavy plow food income. Look at that. Beautiful. And I think there will be a TC drop. Another TC drop shortly, surely. But as we see lights out on the boom with only 11 seconds of idle TC time. It's very impressive. Good eco upgrades. And I mean, Meh still with 2.5 minutes. Super impressive. Just the timings of everything. Resources collected actually fairly even. The 4 walks starting to add up. And oh dear. Are we going to lose 2 monks? We saw that one. And scout play. Oop, that's just Gaia. And we're going to lose 2 monks. For kind of nothing. Oh! Good micro. But unfortunate that there's one coming right in. Kissier coming out. Not bad. Don't mind it. I don't think we saved this monk, but can we at least get some damage? Start converting it. Yep. Oh, if we can get this scout. Yeah. The relic battle. First relic about to come in. Oh, the micro. We get the conversion and we've got a monk there, so I don't think we mind that. And monks on their way. So which relics are we going to go for first? Now we still need to find 2 relics, which is really important. And are we about to find this one? No. Oh, poor Lightsout. Just keeps missing the relics, but further coming in, really important. And Meh, who's done a better job of finding the relics, if they can pull this one in, could be up for 3, but Lightsout has found that one. Lightsout needs to find this one. As we see a university, and look at that, Imp should be clicked. Oh! Imp on 71 vils, 3 TCs, getting relics. In a pretty nice position, all things considered. And Meh's not going to be far behind. Their eco's starting to roll in. Gold's flying up because of their stone count. And their farms, as these farms go down, the res for Imp will be there. So they won't be too far behind. And Meh going to get this relic. So that will be their first relic that they bring in. And Lightsout on 2 relics already. Oh, and game over. Okay, so this is where the game drops. It's fine. We'll go to the restore. Okay, I'm glad it dropped there and not like really deep into the game. Where I thought, geez, if they're restoring, I could be in trouble. And here we go. Everything as it was. And Imp is in for Meh now. So, Meh with a slightly greater population. Not too far away from Imp. And adding in some O-Book, actually. So I'm curious what the play is here. What's this monk doing? Go drop your relic off. And, oh, I like this. This is quite smart from Lightsout. Safe resources, stone and gold. You can build a little bit of an eco here. It's kind of out of the way. And the monk's done on vacation. I'm just going to head back home. So is it going to be Custier Halberdier into Obuch Knight? I haven't seen Schlachter in yet. You can get it at any time. And it's going to be Cavalier. Burgundian's getting cheaper stable upgrades. It can get Cavalier upgrade age earlier as well. As we probably just see the knight trade. Yep, gets the knight back. And Schlachter coming in. And I think, is it going to be castle push, take position, castle push, take position, and try and wipe out? Will be interesting to see. So it is, we are predicting the knights though. So we have got the pikeman upgrade. We've got Halberdier coming in. We've got our armor upgrades, and we're getting our attack upgrades. But the Obuch are going to be pretty important here because they're going to shred the pikes. And with Schlachter, knights are basically a trash unit, right? And castle to protect a position. More forks. Dropping stables and dropping houses. Dropping stables. So we have got Cavalier, but we haven't made a Cavalier yet, which is quite interesting. As we run the Custier in. Custier versus Obuch is an interesting unique unit fight. Poor leopard. Cheetah. Whichever animal you are. And one relic still out in the field, and we've got 2 relics apiece. Now, the Burgundian relics do bring in a little bit of food, and Meh, with all that stone, is actually dropping defensive castles and archery ranges. And this is the position I want the Burgundians in. Burgundian gunpowder hits 25% harder, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. So going for hand cannons. We have seen chemistry. Cavalier's on its way in. It's going to be Schlachter Cavalier. Going to be hand cannon help. And a little bit of O-Butch as well, I think. But man, just been patient, fortifying that position, and here we go. Lights out with the push. But man, O-Butch, they're just such a lovely sound on their attack animation. But there's enough Cuirassiers there to do the work, and the Pike's doing their job too. So actually, a good bit of early pressure by Lightsout, doing it with low army numbers, and the hand cannons will be on their way. Now the O-Butch are being teched into. We are getting elite. We're getting iron casting. We just need one more armor. And we've got Schlachter, but we haven't really done much with it. As we see the castle on the hill has not been built yet, and a forward siege workshop, which makes me think bombard cannons will be in play. It's not only been the one treb so far. Two blacksmiths. That's someone who's come to play. 2 blacksmiths. There we go. And sitting under the tower doesn't feel good, but the tower shouldn't last long. Is this a shift click issue? Possibly. The army numbers building up quite nicely for Lightsout, and Meh is happy just to defend this position. And looks like we might be going Winged Hussar. And finally getting some pressure down on the castle. Snipes the Wallingville. And Burgundian Vineyards. So all the farms now generate a small trickle of gold. So Lightsout in a very good position gold-wise this game. And the Cuirassiers doing the work against the Cavalier there. But the O-Butch are just going to come in and shred. And is this when we learn about the hand cannons? And this is a really good addition for the O-Butch. So it's going to be hand cannon Cavalier, and Paladin is on its way in. Now we see bombard cannons coming through. And Lightsout just with the forward production buildings. Just building up the push. Meh is fortifying, but Lightsout just a bit of a late game beast here. Just getting those timings right. Getting that cheap Paladin tech. Should hit pretty hard. And we do see Winged Hussar coming in. But this is going to be a pretty tough push to hold. Once the bombard cannons get in place and start pushing. And Lightsout with a good castle here. Now Lightsout knows that we've spread out this way, but doesn't actually know that we spread out this way. And we actually did finish that castle, so that's nice. But we're dropping a outpost, which is quite nice. That'll give us some vision. Meh being quite patient, building up that army. Let's even get Lecatic Legacy would be nice, but imagine having a Paladin meat shield. Really good micro from Lightsout there. The Ville's coming in to drop that castle. And knowing that there could possibly be some Winged Hussar around, probably needs to just drop that off. Oh, the quick walls. But we're going to lose We are going to lose our bombard cannons, which is pretty big. And the winged hussar do get bonus damage against gunpowder. So they are actually really good to have against the Burgundians in this position. But the Burgundians are just, you know, they've just got the units out faster. And we're switching to Cavalier, and that's it for the Winged Hussar, because you can't fight the Paladin with the Winged Hussar, and this castle comes into a really good position. There is Burgundian light cav coming into play, and crossbow has been teched. Just look at this, dropping hawks, building out the back. Still got 135 eco. You know, Meh's just slightly behind in army numbers, but everything else is pretty good. They've brought in very similar amounts of resources. And Meh still has pretty good gold stocks as well. Still has plenty of gold to take. Another 5k gold left, so gold's not going to be an issue anytime soon. And these light cav raids are going to start to be a bit of an issue though. And these hand cannons pack a punch. You can see the halberdier transition fully in. And as good as the hussar bonus against the hand cannons are, if they can't get close, it's not worth it. Oh no. Potential castle deny here. It won't be a complete denial, but you never know actually. There's quite good numbers. And hussar is now in. And oh man, we're gonna steal their farms. That's a, if that's not a get out of my game, I don't know what is, but we're being trapped back. Oh no, we're attacking the castle, not the villagers. But do we have enough units there? The castle will go up. Just. And the castle here is going down, so Meh is holding. But we're just forward farming on his farms. Stealing relics. But the Arbalester switches in now actually, and 33 Arbalesters. It's actually a pretty good position for Meh. This is actually going to be really, really hard for Meh to push. The bombard cannon should get some damage, but we need enough trash to kind of like block it. And I guess the helps are going to get in and do their bit as well. But this is a good Arbalester number. And we've got the tramp, so we're kind of holding and pushing back a little bit. But we are getting pushed on this side. And this could be an issue because this is our gold source. But Meh's pushing back here. It's a bit of a squeeze. Just need something to snipe this bombard gun. And the elite scam, man. Lightsout's ticked into everything so far this game. And that castle does go down. And Lightsout is actually holding this position just through army numbers. The Arbalester have not got further forward than here. And they're down to 12 numbers. And gold is almost out for Meh. And there are raids going on. I think Lightsout is held. I think Meh threw everything into that ARB transition, but we'll see. And the Vils coming out here to try and take the gold. Finding out that's where the Hussars are. And the GG is called. And that was a two more late games. We've seen a few quick, fast games, but 2 games going late. GG to Lights Out and Meh. Well played. And Division D starting to take shape a little bit.